Welcome to Android tutorial AsyncTaskLoader. We are discussing about AsyncTaskLoader. Previous session we have seen that how the caching results cache the results and sends back. So next time onwards, first time it loads, second time onwards it takes from the cache. So now we will discuss about content pro observer. So when there is a change in the source, how it will be. So that change in the source has to be notified to this AsyncTaskLoader. For that I need to have a receiver. So whenever there is a change, that source will send a receiver, that broadcast receiver will send notification. At that message I need to receive it here. So whenever there is a change, so this is the receiver. I need to register for the receiver first, then and register receiver. What I have a broadcast receiver. I need to have a filter for this. I will define a filter, intent filter for new intent filter. Set action, add action. What is that? There is something, change data, change notification. So usually we need to have a package name and then the dot we need to give that. For simplicity I am making it here. These are all explained in receivers tutorial. Just go through that for coding the know about the receiver. Filter. And local broadcast manager is to within an app when you want to share register for the within app. So whenever whatever the message sent by this app only it receives it. You don't listen for the other apps and the system wide announcements with that action. Now I define it and I register it also, and I need to unregister and the on reset. So when load is get destroyed, so on reset will be called. I will unregister it, unregister, and I need to have a broadcast receiver instance. There I need to define as a local, so I will make it as a instance variable of that class. So that is this. You can make it all it as a private, all it is private. So you can make it that is and then I need to have a button. So whenever there is a change, it has to send. Here this is hard coded one, that string.xml. So I myself is triggering that there is a change. For that what I need to do, I need to have a button with this match pairing, height is wrap content, and the button text has to be a change source. And ID is change source. That's it, and get the reference here. Find view by ID ID dot change source, and it is a button. I have already defined, so no problem. And that button I need to give it here. Then button on click linear, and it is clicked. It has to send click, it has to send set on click listener. Set on click listener and on click listener, and it clicks, it has to send message. What message? Notification. Who will send it? The broadcast receiver. We need to send a broadcast. Send broadcast with intent filter, no intent, not add action. So we can give the action here also. So I am giving that same action. That's it. String. So whenever I click the button, it sends the notification of data change notification. When you send broadcast, it receives this, and this receive, on receive, what I do, I will call force load, and since the data is hard coded one in string.xml, we can't change that. So what I do, I will define a flag like this, and change data change to true, and it is true. It calls force load, do in background. Actually, if source is changed, it has to take from the source. See here, its source is not changing. What I do, I will add it. When it is adding, only when data change. So when it data change, I am adding this. Otherwise, it don't add. So no item. And that flag, when next time comes, it has to should not. So let's make it as a false. So when next receive messages, then it anyway sets it up to, and it comes here. That's it. It has to work now. I am running it now. So when I got the message that there is a change notification, it runs the load in background. It loads the data. If there is already change, it takes it. Since it is hard coded one, I am adding it. So it has to work now. See, I got data here. Then I am changing the source. See, I got the data of new item. See, I got new item. And then if you see here, it is called load in background and load finished. I change the configuration now. You should not call, you should take from the, see, new item is there, so you should take from the onload finish. You should not call loading, that is caching. And that's it. This is how the async loader works. So that's it for the end of this session. This is the content observer, caching, and this is the best features of this async loader. That to know that how it works, I have made this tutorial, and this is what AsyncTaskLoader. So it's the end of the session.